Yeah, my mom, she loved Suicide Squad. She loved it. She said that was like the best film she seen. And that was a really it was a really good movie. It was a real tearjerker. It had me feeling some type of way. To be honest with you, it was a good movie. Like man, it was really good. But I think the problem with the movie with a lot of people with the white critics is that too many good black roles and I think white people still feel some type of way with Will Smith and to a degree indirectly with Jaden Smith's not Jaden Jada Pinkett Smith in her role in the DC universe. I think they're still mad over that. But anyways, the thing I didn't like about the movie was the villain. I felt like the villain was a bit cheesy. The villain is this ancient evil sorceress, the Enchantress, who Amanda Waller kind of enslaves, and she blackmails her because she has like her heart, and that's like her weakness. Um, I felt like hers like she was too strong and too cheesy. I just didn't get it. I just didn't get the content. It felt a little weird. Like okay, the concept would have been good for Justice League since like basically they're metahumans. They're not really regular people. The only like regular person is like Batman. But I didn't get the concept of it. It was a really good movie, but I didn't like the villain. I felt like the villain was way too cheesy, and I think they did that on purpose because people wouldn't like it. Because people really wouldn't like a female villain. That would have been weird. It's been done before, but I think I think they kind of kept that hush because of that, and they just kind of made people seem like, well, the movie, the villain, the main villain is probably going to be Joker, and I thought it was going to be Joker. I was hoping it would be, but it wasn't. I really wish that they used the concept for the concept from Suicide Squad, the animated movie. I really wish they used that concept instead of this one. The storyline was lacking, but I like the concept for the animated version a lot better than this one. I just felt like magic was a little bit awkward. I kind of cringe when when comic books and magic kind of collide. It's just like, especially when DC does. I don't like when DC tackles magic. It's too awkward. I can put up with it in Marvel, but not really in DC. It's too much, to be honest with you. It's too much for me. Um, it's a problem with and that's kind of been a problem. Things I don't like about the DC universe or DC comic ever since the comic um, the comic censorship to where they had to remove during the Silver Age, I believe, where they had to they had to remove human violence and they had to substitute it with superheroes fighting robots, aliens, and non-human entities and shit like that. And that kind of took a draw from the comics because it took away the realism, it took away all that kind of emotion and just kind of substituted. That's what killed cartoons to a degree. Not enough realistic villains. Everything's about robots, and that used to piss me off a lot of times with with superhero shows and movies. Where they're fighting robots. It's like let's do something better. Let's do something realistic. But anyways, I did not like the villain. I think Enchantress was not a good villain. I felt she was a little bit too she was a bit too cheesy for me. It felt she was too powerful and too cheesy. That's what I would say. It just didn't felt like the movie flowed with like how like it just kind of felt like it was impossible or just didn't make sense. Okay, because like the concept is okay. Amanda Waller, has a team of soldiers and and these super villains. Okay, the soldiers. Okay, you know what the soldiers are equipped with. Semi-automatics, and, explosive shit like that. But I didn't get the concept of, okay, the supervillains. If you think about it, okay, like Will Smith's character was like the only reasonable or logical pick. Okay, he's the guy who never misses. He can, he's a master assassin and shit like that. He never miss. Um, and that would have been the only logical. I didn't understand the point of Harley Quinn. I know she's a favorite, but I didn't understand her purpose in the concept, because in other concepts she's good, but it's like in this concept where she's fighting a magical entity. And the thing is, it's like it wasn't supposed to happen, but it happened because the Enchantress, she was supposed to be a part of Suicide Squad, but she went rogue. And there was another, I forgot to mention, but there was another villain. Her brother was played by a black guy, and he had a good role, minor, but he was very powerful, and I'll give him that. That was kind of a good black super villain role. That was pretty good. Um, but overall, I just felt like the characters didn't mix. Like the heroes and villains, they didn't mix. Like it could have been a good concept for Justice League, but I didn't get it for Suicide Squad. Like it's like these are just ordinary people. Like, okay, Killer Croc, he just has like super strength. He can swim. Um, he's savage as fuck. Um, Kitana, okay, you can kind of get it. The magical sword. Ninja Girl. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. Uh, Captain Boomerang. I didn't get it. He was just kind of comic relief for me. It could have been better. Like, to me, a better concept would have been like if the Legion of Doom like came together, like Lex Luthor and like other villains like came together, and they were trying to like wreak mayhem because Superman died. That would have been a better concept. That, to me, that would have been a better concept if you had like a human villain. Just having like a magical villain, it just kind of, that was like the only offset that didn't make sense to me, because it's like, how the hell are they supposed to fight magic? Like, Harley Quinn is just equipped with a fucking baseball bat, like, and a mullet that she uses for like never. She just holds it, and then it's like she just sticks with the bat majority of the time. So it's like I'm kind of confused on like, I don't get it. It was really cheesy, and that was really the only drawback to the film. Like I could have liked the film. Now El Diablo was cool. That was kind of like he was a major character in fighting the evil brother of Enchantress. So that was he was his role made sense, but it was like, the concept to me overall, I just didn't get it. Like it could have been scripted better. I kind of wish that they added more black characters. They could have added, I think there's a guy named the Black Spider, um, but there's also the Bronze Tiger, which is kind of like the DC version of Black Panther, and he does martial arts. And I remember, I believe Michael J. White played him in Arrow, and he would have been good addition to it. But I just couldn't, see these characters fighting a magical entity. It was way. It's like that. That concept could have been used for Justice League. I feel like they could have done it better. It was a good movie, but it's just not clinging. Like, okay, like it's like the concept made sense. Like, okay, she went rogue, and it's up to the Suicide Squad to take her out. But it was like, if you just kind of like looked at it on the management and the scripting, it's like I don't see these people fighting magical, entities. It just seems overpowering. It just doesn't really make sense. Like, okay, what do you expect um, Harley Quinn to do? What do you expect Killer Croc to do? What do you expect Captain Boomerang to do? It's like, it's like, it's like, it just didn't click to me. But that was the only problem to, like, the first half of the movie was really good. Like, I like the concept of the Gotham Underground, like a real gangster. It was like a real gangster shit. I'll give it to them for that. That was like some real gangster shit where Joker, he's like a kingpin. He's a mafia dude, and it's like he has the whole Gotham City on lockdown. You see niggas in the background. They're making moves and shit. And I like that concept. I liked him as a mob boss, and he's untouchable. He's driving purple Lamborghinis and shit. Like that was cool. That was a cool part. But it's like when it came to the magical shit, I was like, when I saw it in the movie theaters, I was like, oh shit, the Enchantress is gonna be the main villain. I'm like, I should have. I hope they kill her quick, and then like another villain comes out. It's like I didn't like that. I just like, shit, it's gonna be magic. I hate magic. I hate magic and robots in superhero flicks because in aliens, I don't like aliens either. But I didn't. But aliens is kind of like a yay and nay. But it depends. Like, what the problem with Suicide Squad is that they're just regular people. So I just didn't understand. Like, okay, you're just running with bullets, and the concept didn't make sense to me. But I think they could have done it better if they used the script from, kind of like adapt the script from the animated movie, or just kind of use like the concept that I brought. Like there's other villains who are trying to capitalize off of Superman's death. I think they should have kept it with that. Since Superman kept being brought up early, and they said like, okay, Lex Luthor and other villains, they're coming together to wreak havoc, and let's say they made a fake Superman, like a clone Superman. That would have been a cool concept, and the Suicide Squad is fighting a clone evil Superman. That would have been a cool concept, but I didn't like it. I didn't like the villain, but that's the only complaint that I had about the movie.